you, we need the sewers in the UK to basically club together and help us here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is help us with these bags. So if you think about it, at the end of every shift, one of our NHS workers, they would de-scrub, don't know if that's a word, they would take all their scrubs off. Usually what they do is put them into a plastic bag, take them home, and they go into the wash. Now the problem with that is the plastic bag could actually still carry the virus inside it, so it needs to be thrown away, and we're just wasting plastic. So Dulcie had this idea that if we could make bags for scrubs and get them to all of our NHS workers, I know that's a lot, but as many as possible, they could actually put their scrubs in, close it off, this whole bag can go into the washing machine. So to make it, you need either 1/2 metre of fabric or 2 fat quarters, right? So this would be like the equivalent of 1 fat quarter. And what we're going to do first of all is put the top on for the drawstring bag. So there's a couple of different ways you can make this. I'm kind of showing you the Sara super duper easy way. So what I've done is I've just taken a strip of fabric, right? Doesn't matter how big it is, but you just need to be able to thread your drawstring through. So I've already folded this in half. I've folded the edge, I folded about 1/2 inch on the edges and pressed it with the iron, and then folded it in half and pressed that in half with the iron as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to serge this to the top of our bag. So you're going to put all of your raw edges together at the top. We're going to line them all up along the top there. I'm just going to hold them in place, ready to take them through the machine. So can you see how fast I've serged all the way down the end there? And you just want to chain off a bit at the end. So when I turn this over now, we've got our right sides together. That strong serged edge that I was talking about inside, that overlocked edge, and that's going to be ready that we can thread our piece through. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other piece. So let me just show you that again. You're going to get your raw edge at the top of your fabric. Your little strip that you've done is just been 1/2 inch folded over the edge, pressed, both sides that is, folded in half. We're going to put this not quite as wide as my fabric. That's what you want to make sure you do. There is no specific sizes to these projects, right? All you're doing is making it the right size, so making it a decent enough size to fit a full set of hospital scrubs in it. So I've just clipped all the way around the edge here, and we're going to serge along the edge, down here and right up the bottom. So you see how quick and easy these are to do. Now I'm going to go straight over and just trim off my edges there, coming right up the top, and I'm just going to take my time as we start getting near the top, because what I want to make sure is I don't serge off the edges of my drawstring. Okay, so as I'm getting near this edge part here, I can see there, here's my drawstring. Yep, I'm going to go right off the edge and just make sure that I've got that drawstring piece in the top. So if I open this right out now, you can see there, my drawstrings are in the inside. All those edges are beautifully serged and protected. Now, if you want to do that extra piece, which is adding the drawstring, watch what we're going to do. You've got your point on the edge here. We're going to just open these corners out and just forge them into a bit of a point. Just feel behind to make sure your seams are nested into each other, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to serge round about 2 inches into here, okay? And when I turn this inside out, what you'll see is we get those lovely boxed corners. So can you see the bottom of our bag has like a box bottom on it, so that it makes it a little bit more three-dimensional. The only thing you need to do to finish this off now, you're going to love this. These bits of fabric, these bits of ribbon, don't use a satin ribbon, by the way, because it could fray. So you don't want anything that's going to fray. Just keep in mind that it's going to be going through the wash a lot, right? These bits here were off a pair of pyjamas. I was looking for something last night, and I found a pair of pyjamas, and I thought they will absolutely do the trick, okay? So out one end and then back in through the other. And you're going to put 2 drawstrings on. You're going to put one going one way and also one going the other way, so that they can just pull them tight, right? Once you get it to that other end, you're just going to thread this off, and we're just going to just tie them in a knot. That's how it's going to make into one of those drawstring bags. So it really is, I'm going to go thread the other way, but it really is that simple to do.